What's going on, everybody? I'm Brent.
This is PJ.
And this is the home video hustle. Fuck, man. I might have done it already. I'm not sure. I told PJ not to tell me to the end of this episode, but a couple episodes back, we watched Manos the Hands of Fate. And my goal after that was to find a movie that was worse than that for PJ. And already, I think I found it.
This was, wow. This movie right here. Is there a synopsis or is there on the...
Hold on, let me...
Okay. Man.
Movie got me hit all fucked up. I forgot to get the box. Alright, we're watching Oversexed Rugsuckers from Mars.
Say that one more time.
Oversexed Rugsuckers from Mars.
Okay.
From 1989? 1989.
Okay.
Or 88. 88, 89. I see conflicting dates, so it's from 88 or 89. I don't fucking know what year.
Either way, it should have never came out.
On the back of the box, if you were to, see this at the video store, it would tell you, tiny Martians use Earth as a laboratory to try out new life forms. They return after 10 million years only to find out that the human experiment is a complete failure. To solve the problem, they decide to mate a human with a vacuum cleaner to create a species that will be better at cleaning up after itself. But a programming error made by a drunken Martian sends the oversexed cleaner on a wild rampage of rape, murder, and overall bad manners.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
That's what it says?
That's what we watched.
Oh, shit.
Right off the bat, if you didn't already know that this was coming, there is a what the fuck meter in this episode.
Yeah.
And, like, no joke, I take notes with these flicks. Just to if we lose track, because a lot of times we
go off on other tangents.
Yeah, we drink and we drink a lot. Our brain cells are dying. So I take notes, and I swear to you on everything, I'm not joking. I barely could put that notebook down, because every scene has something to write down. Because it was just like, what?
Yeah, I think that was more needed. Like, I usually, he writes the notes. I go off of what I remember and my emotions and how I feel about the movie. This is a movie you have to write notes for, or else, because, I can't.
It's so much shit happening, but then not happening at the same time, if that makes any sense. There's so much.
I had to take off my sweater. I done got hot.
It done got real in this motherfucker, man.
Okay.
All right, so just we will do our routine, but we're kind of discombobulated right now. So please excuse us if we're not on our normal professionalist. I can't even talk. Damn it! If we're not on our normal professional level.
Yes.
Fuck, man. All right, just let me. Okay.
Okay.
This movie is starring nobody, but I'll give you some names anyway. It's starring Dick Monda, Gene Stewart, Billy Bob Rhodes, and Michael Paul Girard. And it is directed, and written, and produced by Michael Paul Girard.
And you said that was the lemon snick. What it was?
His name was Lipshits.
Lipshits, that's it. Lipshits.
That's the character he played. He played a dirty ass attorney that got his. We'll get there.
Yeah. Okay.
Oh, and if you don't know who Michael Paul Girard is, I'm gonna tell you about some of the later titles he made. I didn't even tell PJ this, so this is new info for P. You want to know what else he made after Oversexed Rugsuckers from Mars?
What did he make?
Different Strokes. Not the TV show. Think about it. Let it make. Yeah.
I was about to say, what?
Getting Lucky. Secret Pleasures. You see where I'm going with this, okay?
I see.
This is the Lust the movie.
Lust the movie.
Ignore that. Forgot to turn the ringer off. So we're just fucked up, man. Let me turn the ringer off, Pete.
Okay. Turn it with
Okay. Take a pause, man. We're just
okay. Boom.
Okay.
We're back.
Hopefully that's not some kind of copyright bullshit. Okay. Where was I? Oh, Lust the movie. That's
the
right.
movie.
Okay, we got Bikini Med School.
Oh.
And I'm gonna leave it just one more. 'Cause there's a bunch of them. But I'm gonna just give you one more. Babes in the Woods.
Oh my gosh.
And another. Oh, and this is something we always talk about on here.
Yes.
This movie is one of only 3 movies in 10 years of episodes. This is one of 3 movies that got rejected by Mystery Science Theater.
One of 3.
One of only 3 movies. They do all kind of dumb shit on that show. And even now that it's back on Netflix, they do some of the worst, dumbest movies. There's a movie about a kid having Bigfoot as a friend, and there's magic. And that shit they used. But this movie,
oh my God.
I mean, the back of the case said that there's rape in this movie.
Right.
So I'm sure that was one of the biggest reasons. But even Mystery Science Theater said, no, this movie is too bad for us. Fuck it. We're not doing it. One of only 3.
That says a lot. That speaks volumes.
And it speaks volumes. It says a lot about us that we did
watched it right. Who the fuck are we?
When Mystery Science Theater throws it in the garbage, we're there to pick it up, wipe the shit off of it, take it home, and fuck up my Xbox with it. Because my Xbox is probably mad at me right now.
It's poisoned.
If it plays any games after this, I'll be happy.
Oh, where to start?
Yeah, so enough fucking around. Let's do this.
From my recollection of this.
Oh, no. This movie's dedicated to somebody, too. I'm sorry. I have to say that. When this movie starts, it says, for Ken Sweet, who love to laugh.
Yes.
Which I have to say, also preface this. This is a comedy. This is the first comedy we've done.
Yes.
So, comedy is subjective. So, some people laugh at certain things, some people don't.
Yeah.
We laugh at everything. We have the worst, bad, black, dark humor about everything. On the last episode, I talked about a girl getting hit by a car and me laughing. So that tell you where my humor is at. And you'll see as this show goes on where this movie humor goes. Yeah. We may not be able to follow at times.
Yes.
Because we can't follow the movie at times.
There you go.
But on that note, you want to tag in or am I going to do this? All right, let's go. All right, let's do it. You up?
From my recollection, I recall the movie opening with
the vacuum credits, right?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes, with the vacuum credits. It was a good 2 or 3 minutes of what do you call cutout? What do they call those?
It looked like when you cut letters out the newspaper to make a ransom note.
There you go.
But they just they cut them out, made the names, and then they would use the vacuum cleaner to vacuum up the names.
There you go.
Instead of fading them off screen,
And then, the director's name was swept off the screen.
Yeah, he didn't get the vacuum. He got swept.
Yeah, I don't know if that makes it any better.
It's the joke. That's the joke.
That's the joke.
That's the joke. The director doesn't get the vacuum. He gets swept.
I don't get it.
Moving on.
We have some aliens coming from they're in outer space, in their little spaceship. And
what is that spaceship made out of, PJ? Please tell the people.
A fucking Simon disc. The old school 90s Simon disc with the Simon gang with the sounds and the colors. Just you have to follow the pattern. The deet, and you just follow that. That's what it was. Red, green, blue, and yellow.
The thing that Trumpy played with in Pod People.
There you go.
That's a Mystery Science Theater reference. Again, I'm sorry. I'll try not to do it more.
Yeah, so they're flying in their Simon hover disc.
It looks like a Simon thing with a strainer on top of it.
Yeah, I was going to say strainer, but I didn't know if that was what it was.
I don't either, but that's what it looks like anyway.
One of the medieval metal helmets that just has
something like Knight's helmet.
Yeah, Knight's helmets. Yeah. So they're in that, and they're on their way to Earth. Why? I don't know.
I got y'all tag in here. I guess they were on Earth 10 million years ago, and as an experiment, they put humans here to see what would happen. So yes, we were put here on Earth by these little midget aliens that wear no clothes and have big titties and big dicks flopping around. I'm not joking. I'm not joking. I'm dead ass serious. I'm not ain't no jokes here, no laughing. That's real shit that happened. He laughing. I'm not laughing. That's some real shit that happened.
Okay.
And at one point, I swear to God, at one point there's 2 dude aliens and a girl alien, and at one point the girl alien says to the dude, "You got to stop taking so much vitamin E, or your balls will be the size of melons or some shit like that."
Jupiter.
Your balls will be the size of Jupiter. There you go. That's real shit that happened.
I think he should have just said fuck this movie and just went into his profession.
He kind of did. After this, he went right into it.
Well, yeah, this was borderline porno. I don't know, borderline. Yeah, but okay, so we were put here 10 million years ago by aliens.
Yeah.
And their problem with us
is that we don't clean. We're not clean enough.
Was that okay?
Because they land on because they're like, oh, let's go check on our experiment. And the first thing they see is this bum laying in a pile of newspapers, and they're like, oh, the human race is so dirty. They don't clean themselves well. Mm-hmm. So they see a vacuum cleaner, and the guy alien, the leader alien guy and the girl alien, they go inside the vacuum cleaner, like inside the bag. Mm-hmm. The other guy alien pisses inside the liquor
bottle.
Yeah, the gin bottle, and of course the bum wakes up and drinks that shit.
Of course.
And then the other two aliens in the vacuum, they like possess the vacuum cleaner, take over it. So the vacuum cleaner comes to life.
Yes.
And I bullshit you not, people. We getting into it here, man. The vacuum cleaner comes alive. The bum sees it. I don't know if it's because of the alien piss.
Yeah.
Or if it's because he just freaky. But that bum fucks this vacuum cleaner.
Negro. Man.
Oh, and I'm sorry. No.
Fingering.
No. Before we get to the vacuum fingering, these motherfuckers, man. All right, I'll ask you. Do you know the movie 2001: A Space Odyssey?
I've heard of it.
Stanley Kubrick movie.
I heard of it.
I love that movie. It's a classic like sci-fi movie. And there's a scene where, you know, it shows like, you know, not the aliens, the fucking apes, gorillas or whatever, you know, learning how to, you know, like there's a bone and they're using it to like break other bones. They're basically learning, you know, they're getting smarter. Tools? Yeah. Okay. And there's like a big monolith, like a big rectangular monolith that pops up. And they see it, and it like kind of grants them. It like helps them get smarter and figure shit out. Uh-huh. And they had the little music. If you know Ric Flair's theme music from wrestling, that song plays. Mm-hmm, mm-hmm. But in this movie, they replaced the monolith with the fucking vacuum cleaner and have that same music play. And the bum looks at it all like, oh my god, like falling in love with it. Yeah. And then, as PJ said, commits to vacuum fucking and vacuum fingering. I'm not joking.
Yeah, somehow where the bag goes. All right, if you know a vacuum, where if you ever had to, you know, put your mom's vacuum, do something with her bags, it's the little spring parts that holds the outer bag and the inner bag together onto the suction mechanism, whatever you want to call it. That is where he started fingering the vacuum. And then from there, he commenced to roll over and start fucking the vacuum cleaner.
He did the vacuum up the booty. Yeah. The vacuum booty, wherever the hell that is. Figure that anatomy out. What the fuck do I buy at the video store sometimes? Like, I swear, I don't know what the fuck I be doing sometimes.
Yeah, I don't know what happened after that. I don't know the next scene. He woke up, right?
No, the next scene we're introduced to, what the fuck was this guy's name? Tom? The husband guy?
Oh!
Was his name Tom?
Yeah.
I don't remember anymore.
I don't know his name.
We're gonna fucking call him Tom then, because I think that was his name.
Okay.
But you just cut to this guy in a bathroom, peeking out the window at his neighbor's house, and across from the damn, I can't talk. This fucking movie is killing me. Across the hall. Oh my god.
Across the street.
All right. Just give me like 2 seconds. Okay.
Okay.
Out the window, across from him, and in the other window, the girl is in there getting naked, out the shower or something, and it's just full frontal, like not give a fuck. Like her coochie is out there, and it's mad bushy, like all up in the camera. It's like a jungle sometimes.
Makes me wonder why I never won't go under.
There you go. That's why you my business.
Yes.
I'm so glad our mind went to the same exact place. But yeah, you know,
you see Tom.
Yeah, you see Tom, and he sees her, and then we see Tom eyeing a bottle of suntan lotion. And I want you guys, I'm not gonna tell you what he does. I just want you to put it together in your head. You see, he sees girl with her coochie out in the open. He's breathing a little hard, and there's lotion on the desk. I'm not saying no more. Y'all figure that shit out.
Well, while y'all figure that out, we move on to the scene where the girlfriend is knocking on the door. You know, basically saying, "What are you doing?" I don't think this part had anything to do with the movie.
It really didn't.
Yeah,
there's much that we'll talk about that doesn't have anything to do. There is no plot really in this movie.
There isn't.
It's just scenes put together.
Yeah. So in this scene, this random scene, you know, she's knocking on the door, and her what broke? Was it the vacuum? The vacuum broke? Is that what vacuum?
Yeah, their vacuum cleaner was broke. She was out there vacuuming and it broke, and she got pissed because she was trying to call for him. He wasn't answering because he was in there, you know, doing what he do. You all figure that out, like I said. And she's banging on the door, and he's like, "Oh, I'm shaving," instead of like doing the usual. "Oh, I'm taking a shit," like I'm shaving.
Normal people.
Yeah. Why are you shaving with the door locked? You got me there. He can't say nothing, so he hurries up and does his thing, and then she's like banging like, open the door, and he's like, I'm coming. So then he runs to the sink, puts the damn shaving cream on his face, and opens up the door with his towel on, like, hey, honey, how are you?
Yeah, they talk in the bathroom for a minute.
I didn't know what to say after that.
Yes. They talk in the bathroom. He's shaving. She winds up cutting his face.
Oh, she doesn't cut it. She like starts hugging up on him, and he accidentally cuts his face. And shit.
Nicks himself, starts bleeding. He gets mad, and that's the bathroom scene.
That's that. So then the husband, Tom, whatever the fuck, he's going outside getting ready for work. He goes to his garage, and then he sees the neighbor chick's car. And so I didn't know what the fuck he did at the time.
Smooth nigga.
He goes to the neighbor chick's car. He does something under the hood, which I don't fucking know. He like squeezes something. I think he said he took the distributor cap off. I think is what he says later.
That means.
And okay, I'm the furthest from a car person. Like no joke. I'm a little story about today. I had multiple runs to go do before I got PJ.
Yes.
It's raining like a motherfucker outside, and I hate driving. I hate it. I have road rage. I can't deal with it. I get headaches every time I drive. People out there driving like crazy. Fuck those people. Go to get PJ. Motherfuckers almost hit my car. Go to drop PJ off somewhere. Motherfuckers almost hit my car.
Yes.
Headed back to the crib. Motherfuckers almost hit my car. I hate driving. I know nothing about cars. I don't care to learn because I hate driving. I say that just to say that this motherfucker got under the hood and did something to the girl's car, but I even know that you cannot pop that fucking hood without pulling the latch on the inside of the car. Or I ask y'all this movie came out 89, 88.
Right.
Did cars not have to be, did the car hoods not have to be open from the inside? Like, did you not have to pop that latch inside the car to open the hood? Because I didn't think you just walk up to a hood and just, never mind. Fuck it. I don't fucking know, man.
Good question. Maybe you're not old school enough to know that.
Oh my God. At least when it comes to cars anyway.
Yes. If you have any info on that, please let us know, because that was very random. But anyway,
this is the shit I'm thinking about during this movie.
He got under the hood, undid her fucking distributor cap, and
then waits for her. Yeah, he sat
on some stalker shit.
Yeah, he just went. He didn't. I don't even know if he hid behind some bushes. He just kind of walked a little bit up the sidewalk and stood there and waited. And the minute she tried to start the car, he immediately turned around and hey, what's wrong with your car, honey?
Playa. Hey, this guy.
So then he's like, oh, something's wrong under your hood. And then she's like, oh, well, now I'm going to be late to work. And he's like, well, I can take you to work, girl. You need to get in my car. So they takes her to work, and that happens.
That happens, yep. That's another scene. After that,
we go to hold on, what is the name of this place? The Department of Indigence. Indigence? Am I speaking? I don't know if I'm saying that right.
That's how I would say it. Indigence.
Indigence. Is that Indigence? I didn't even know. Honest to God, I'm not. I mean, I like to think I'm a smarter dude. I'm not a dummy. I didn't know what the fuck that word meant. I looked it up on dictionary.com, and it just means basically you fucking impoverished. You a bum. You poor. You on the fucking street.
There was no welfare. It was indigence.
Basically just the welfare office, but they just called it the Department of Poverty.
I would feel some type of way going up in there. Oh my God.
Oh man, I gotta drop these paperwork off at the Department of Broke Motherfuckers. Kid drop me off.
Oh my gosh. Yeah, so there's a guy, I don't know what, maybe you know, but there's a, what do you call it?
What are you talking about exactly?
What they were trying to do? What do you call it?
The therapist?
No, like how people take pills. Like they get a control group, they take pills, and they find out like the effects of the pills. Like doctors will prescribe pills, like for you to be in this control group.
Oh fuck! I can't.
An experiment.
Like test group, test subjects.
Yeah, test subjects, test groups. That's basically what was why this scene was here. They were going to start a test thing about whether they could reamp, help bums and homeless people become a quote-unquote successful...
Man, I was like, I don't know what the fuck he's talking about, y'all. Like, I'm like, I don't know. But this is the trading places shit that I was talking about, okay.
Yeah.
Because they're basically, like, trying to reform a bum, so they tried to find, like, the worst-looking dude.
Yes.
And, and we kind of, okay. The bum that fucked the vacuum cleaner in the beginning, he's at this place.
Yes, there you go.
And, he had a bird shit on him outside. So he's sitting in the waiting room at the Department of Broke Motherfuckers with bird shit on his face. And they see him and they're like, hey, let's try him. He looks shitty enough.
Yeah.
So they have him talking to a shrink and he gives a speech about his bumness. Mm-hmm. And that's what PJ's talking about. I forgot all about that shit.
Yeah.
And I wrote notes on it.
Bro, I told you, if you don't write notes on this, you probably won't remember much. But yeah, so he winds up being selected for this experiment, to try to rehabilitate bums.
Okay, just to cut in, I'm sorry, I gotta cut in here. There's people I know that listen to this show and they like try to follow the movie from us talking about it. Mm-hmm. And I've had a couple people like, sometimes it's kind of confusing the way y'all kind of go back and forth. But I'm gonna just tell y'all this here. Ooh. Don't even fucking try. just listen to it to laugh and have fun and to hear about weird shit. But please don't try and follow this movie because there is no real plot structure to it. Like plots will come and go as they fucking please. Like sometimes
back on topic? Okay.
Sometimes the main plot can become a side plot, or sometimes the side plots become main plot. Sometimes they arc together. Like what the don't do it. I'll talk to you directly. I know I put her name out there. Shit, I ain't gonna say her full name, but Laura, please, if you're listening to this, don't try and follow the movie,
please.
Because I know last time you said we kind of confused you a little bit. Don't even worry about it. Just listen. It's all good.
We skipped a part.
I'm sure we did.
The whole vacuum when he took her to work after he dropped her off.
Oh no, that part comes up
next. Next.
Yeah, that's next. We didn't skip that.
Okay.
Because I was gonna say before I went into my little speech there, that one of my favorite little small scenes happens. There's this fucking punk rocker walking around with a fucking Radio Raheem Do Right Thing boombox, and it's blasting some of the weirdest fucking music.
Beastie Boys, but not Beastie Boys.
This soundtrack in this movie is fucking crazy. All the songs had to be made by the director and his peoples because the lyrics in these songs either go real weirdly with the scene or they're saying some of the most weirdest, out of nowhere, obnoxious shit ever. It's I'm not even knocking it. I think it's hilarious. The soundtrack is one of the best things in this movie if you really listen to it in the background.
Right.
That shit is funny as hell. But he's walking around with it, and it's cutting between him and the bum talking. But the bum talking scene ain't important, so fuck that scene. We gonna follow this guy, and he sees the husband Tom out in his car, and he's like, "Hey, you want to buy this boombox?" And he's like, "Oh, I'm more of a CD guy." And he's like, "Well, fuck it, I can get you a CD player." He's like, "Man, I'm not interested, bro. Get away from my car." Mm-hmm. So then he's about to walk away, and Tom's like, "Hey, hold on." The punk comes back, and Tom is like, "Hey, you got any vacuum cleaners?" And the punk rocker's like, "Shh. Yeah, hold on." And he like literally runs up the street, grabs the bum's vacuum, the alien vacuum, and brings it back to him. And that's how he gets a hold of the alien vacuum cleaner.
Mm-hmm. So the vacuum was outside because they wouldn't allow the bum.
Yeah, the bum tried to take it in there and they threw it shit back out on the sidewalk.
Yeah, sorry, trying to make it more followable. Like
we can try.
I don't. Yeah.
We can try. I'm just saying, if we don't do our best, that statement was just to let people know that we trying. But it's hard, man.
The vacuum cleaner was outside. How did it get there?
Somebody put it there.
Oh my gosh. Okay. Next scene. He's home, right?
Home? He takes the vacuum back home, and because his wife is all pissed off cooking dinner at first, but then he's like, "Hey, I bought you a vacuum cleaner." She's all she gets super hype, and then she gets super horny because of this vacuum cleaner. She's like throwing herself on this cat. And he's like, "Oh, what's for dinner?" And she just like pulls out some whipped cream, and she like, "Forget dinner." And so it cuts to her like putting whipped cream on his hairy ass chest and like licking it off. And then after she does it, he pulls up a fucking magazine and is reading it while she's doing it.
Magazine.
Yeah, People magazine. So she sprays it with the whipped cream, and she says something, and he's like, "Oh, I'm sorry, honey." So then she goes down and starts giving him head. And then he's just sitting there. I think he's thinking about the fucking neighbor or something.
Yeah, that's what I got from it. And she pops up.
I think it was something about he wasn't getting hard or something. Because after that scene, it cuts to him, or cuts to her going to the cabinet in the kitchen. And she has like some aphrodisiac, like powder or tea or something. There you go. And she's trying to go give it to him. But she drops some on the floor.
Yeah.
And she's like, "Oh, okay." And then she goes to vacuum. and then she uses the alien vacuum to vacuum the aphrodisiac shit up, and it makes the vacuum cleaner go crazy and get rapey.
Yeah.
And let me say this in advance. We don't think rape is funny.
No.
That shit is terrible. Don't ever do that. You will fuck motherfucker if you raping somebody.
Yeah.
That's some bullshit. But in this case, it's a fucking vacuum cleaner. It's a fucking vacuum cleaner raping and killing this woman in this scene. And it's just as goofy as it sounds. Like, honest to God, just imagine a vacuum cleaner raping somebody, and that's what happens.
Right. Wait, did we get to the suntan part yet? Where she...
That happens... Oh, I'm sorry. We skipped that because that is a line I like. While she's in there getting the aphrodisiac powder, the husband goes back into the bathroom and is looking out at the window again. And the neighbor's out there getting naked again. And so he starts jerking off again. And the wife bangs on the door. Oh, no. Fuck! I fucked it up again.
Okay, you know the one I'm
Oh, my God,
about.
This fucking movie. Oh, my God. I can't. It's turning my brain into mush. I'm so sorry, y'all. All right. Oh my God. Okay, go back. Rewind. Go back to the. Yes, thank you. DJ, scratch that shit. Rewind that. Flip it back for me.
Okay.
Flip it back and reverse it. All right. She's getting aphrodisiac powder. I just did it again. Oh my God. PJ. I can't deal. I'm fucking. Rewind it one more time. I'm not editing this either, y'all. This is staying in there. Y'all gonna feel this pain that we feel. Okay. While she's giving him head.
Yes.
Thank you. Okay. She's giving him head, and she comes up, and she's like, "Have you? Where's the quote? I wrote the quote down.
Okay.
She says, "Tom, have you been beating off again?" And he's like, "No, honey, why?" She's like, "Cause your dick tastes like suntan lotion." And so the reason that they stop having sex is because she sends him to the shower because she said, "I'm not going to go to work with my breath smelling like something." Suntan lotion. Mm-hmm. Oh, no, she said some joke, but I don't remember what it was. So it's basically suntan lotion. So while he's in the shower, she's getting the aphrodisiac powder, knocks it on the floor. She uses the vacuum to suck it up. The vacuum goes crazy, rapes her, kills her. That's how that scene goes.
And now.
Fuck. All right.
Okay.
Damn it.
Okay. The next scene. I feel like we have to do this by scenes because I cannot remember.
You gotta do this shit by cuts.
Sequentially, I cannot put this movie together.
And of course, while the vacuum is killing her, fucking up old girl, he's in there back jerking off to the neighbor again.
Yeah. Oh, she's doing aerobics or something.
There you go.
She's bending up, bending down.
So, I think, that's when it cuts to like detectives. Because, the wife got murdered. She's dead.
Yeah.
And the vacuum cleaner killed her and sucked all the blood out of her. Mm-hmm. Please don't ask me how. I don't have no answer for you. It looked like it was sucking Kool-Aid out of her.
Right.
So it cuts to some detectives. And God, this is so goofy. There's two detectives, and they're dressed up like film noir detectives from like the 1930s. And one of them is talking like and looking like Humphrey Bogart from Casablanca, if you've ever seen that movie.
Just like him. Same brown little, what do they call those suits? Those jackets? Is that a trench coat?
I think so. I think that's what they call it. Inspector Gadget coats.
Yeah, one of those with the top hat and the typical black tie,
But it showed the detectives are talking, trying to figure shit out, and then it cuts back to the bum, and he's out there trying to search for the vacuum cleaner.
Yeah, he went on a manhunt for that shit.
Talking to his shrink, telling the shrink about the vacuum cleaner, and the shrink is like, "Oh, okay, sure." He's calling the vacuum cleaner Dusty.
Mm-hmm.
He's like, "Oh, well, how you expect for Dusty to come back to you if you look like shit?" Basically. So you go into the montage where he's cleaning the bum, washing him up, cutting his hair, taking him to go get a suit.
Yeah.
And so when he's in the shower, me and PJ laugh because there's like a whole bunch of it looks like mud falling off of him, and you could tell there's like a shot of just the drain and all the dirt going down, and you could tell there's just somebody off screen just had with a handful of dirt just flinging it down. Because I don't care how dirty you are,
you can't be.
Ain't nobody that got big wads of fucking mud flying off of them.
Oh my gosh.
But I guess time had to advance because now you cut and fucking Tom is hanging out with the neighbor. Her name is Rena. Because his wife is dead now, so he's free to go, fuck with the neighbor.
Man, this guy had no remorse that his wife died.
Not one time. Right? Not once in this movie did he ever cry, feel sympathy, or anything for that wife. She died, and he immediately went to go try and get some neighbor poop-poom.
Hell yeah. Oh, my gosh.
So he's chilling with her, and then he finds out that she has a boyfriend. Mm-hmm. So he gets kind of salty, and he's back at home.
Kind of.
real salty because he's at home the whole time just thinking about it and imagining like her and her boyfriend having sex, going like, oh man, he's probably power driving her right now. Oh man, she's
He
young.
probably got the dildos, the whips, the whipped cream out, everything.
But then as he's thinking that, you cut back to her house and she's sitting there with her boyfriend, and it's real weird because it's zoomed in real far, so you can't see the boyfriend or the girlfriend, but you just hear the guy moaning like, oh yeah, and of course you would think he's getting blown or pounding out something, but it zooms all the way out and you see that he's eating some fucking rice, and I guess the rice is so good that he's fucking orgasming off of it.
He's a namaste type guy.
Yeah, he's like a new ager, like yogi type dude.
Yes.
Oh, and this is where me and PJ noticed real bad that the voice dubbing in this movie is trash.
Terrible.
The ADR is trash.
Terrible.
Like, when they make fun of kung fu movies and they kind of had the voice going or stopping it, but the mouth is still moving, or like Godzilla movies. This shit looks worse than that at times. Like, there's times where it's blatantly like those mouths are not moving, or those mouths are moving, but those are not the words coming out of it. It's like when you have a puppet and you just keep moving the mouth when you talk. That shit was crazy.
Basically. So she's at this dinner scene, I remember her being mad because she hasn't got any in over a year.
No, she hasn't had sex in 4 months.
It's 4 months?
I took a note on that, yeah.
Damn. See, 4 months to a man, I guess, is like a year. Let me not have none for 4 months. I'm fucking going crazy. Just kidding, babe. Love you.
To the dog house. Dog house. To the dog house.
He's trying to focus on his whole namaste vibes, raising his root chakra.
And she ain't having it because she's like a wannabe rock and roll hype chick. So she ain't fucking with that new agey stuff.
Yeah. And there was no point in that. Like, I'm sorry. I thought I had a point in that
character
that
building. Character moments.
Okay, there you go. Well, maybe. Yeah. I guess we just get intel about Rena.
Just fuck this scene, PJ. Stop trying to explain this scene.
Fuck it. Next.
Because the next scene we got to deal with here. It's like we said, the husband's in his house thinking about all the freaky shit they probably doing, and they're in actuality and they're arguing about not having sex. Mm-hmm. And the vacuum cleaner is fucking moving by itself again, and it vacuums up some more of that
powder tea,
the aphrodisiac tea. So it gets horny again, but see, there's no wife anymore.
Oh, yeah.
It needs to fuck. There's only one person in his house. His name is Tom. And if you heard what we said about the first scene when this vacuum cleaner got horny, what it did, guess what the fuck it does to Tom? Yeah. Equal opportunity bullshit popping off in here. I don't want to say the R word because that's too strong a word for this goofy ass movie, but basically he gets R'd again.
Taken advantage of.
There you go. Sure. But basically, just tell y'all what happened, because nobody's gonna probably watch this movie after we talk about it. I don't know why. I'm sorry. All right, let me stop talking. Okay. The vacuum cleaner, I think it lassos or ropes him up like a fucking cowboy. It lassos him, ties him, or like wraps around his leg, and then he's like crawling away. Trying his best to crawl away, but it's pulling him forward. He gets to the table. He's scratching. He's clawing. He's trying his damnedest to get away from this vacuum cleaner. And it cuts back to the Rena and her boyfriend arguing again. But then when it cuts back, this man is bent over that same table he was clawing on.
Oh my god!
And is getting that booty hole waxed. The little attachment on the vacuum cleaner that you use to get to, inside the couch in those tough to reach areas? It got his tough to reach area.
Oh my gosh.
I can't believe some of the notes I wrote down today.
Yeah.
I had seen this movie before years ago. And I remember joking about, if a vacuum cleaner has sex with people. I didn't know how much it did in this movie. I didn't expect to come to work. Yeah, I call this work. I didn't expect to come to work today and write down a note in my notepad that said a vacuum cleaner rapes Tom in the booty. Booty hole gets tucked by vacuum cleaners was not something I was gonna have to talk about eventually in my life. But I mean,
yeah, we're here now.
This is my fault. I bought this movie, and I didn't rent this movie. I didn't stream this movie. No. I bought this movie. This is in my collection. It has been since like 2012.
Hard-earned paycheck dollars.
See, when the movie 2012 came out, and they talked about the world ending and everything, that wasn't the catastrophe they were talking about. The real catastrophe was me buying this fucking DVD. That was what the Mayans predicted. Brent from the Future Home Video Hustle podcast is gonna buy this movie and almost kill PJ with it. His best friend almost died today.
Two deaths.
I'd have had to have a cocaine vial for you at the Truck Turner funeral. I had to sprinkle some cocaine on you because of this movie.
All right.
And why this movie spit on me?
Sprinkle, motherfucker. Okay.
I'm sorry, I need that moment. Okay. What happens after that scene?
You tell me. You're the one with the notes. I only have it in my head.
Oh, you remember what happens because this was a big what the fuck moment. After it kills the husband, or no, it didn't kill the husband. After it takes advantage of, after it power drives the husband. He had some food in the oven that he was warming up, like one of those little dollar little frozen meals that you take to work with you. The vacuum cleaner opened up the stove, took the food out and ate it. And I don't mean just like vacuumed it up. I mean like slurping sounds and burps come from this vacuum cleaner. This vacuum cleaner is eating food.
Yeah, off the floor. And
I'll give this movie some props. I honestly God will give this movie some props. There's a lot of stop motion in this movie, and stop motion animation is like time consuming. It's work. It's work, man. There's a lot of stop motion, and it didn't look terrible. Honestly God, it didn't look terrible.
No, it looked good.
So there's your props, movie. I mean, I hope you're proud of yourself. I hope you feel good about that.
There was fluidity in your stop motion. Ha. Ha ha. That's a double entendre.
What's happening to us? This will be our 8th episode. I think we're dying already, man.
Yeah, that was this.
I hope y'all enjoying this pain we're having right now.
Okay, next scene.
The next scene, I guess. Oh no! After he gets his butt taken, and the vacuum cleaner eats the food, he runs outside, and the fucking cops are out there to arrest him. Don't ask no questions. I don't fucking know.
Oh, about his wife dying?
Yeah, about his wife dying. Why? How? When? What? I don't know. They didn't say. Oh, you didn't remember him getting arrested? No. Yeah, he got arrested because then Rena and her boyfriend ran outside. I was like, what happened? He was like, it was the vacuum. Yeah. The vacuum did it.
Yeah.
And so he goes to jail, and the next scene is her, Rena, going to Lipshits, the attorney.
Yeah. Played
by the director and producer and writer of this movie. And she's like, I need him to get a good lawyer. I need him out of jail. He didn't do it. The vacuum cleaner did it. And he like, you full of shit. Who would take that case? And you ain't got no money. I'm not doing this pro bono. Then she's like, well, I don't have any money. So he's like, well, I'll tell you what. Will you be a good girl around the office if I take this case? Do you get what he means there? Will you be a good girl around the office? She says no. And then he's like, all right, well, I guess I'm not saying this. I'm not being fucked over. And this is a line in the movie, but he says something about, well, I guess he'll have to deal with the fudge packers downtown. So she's like, okay. So she gets under that desk. He drops something on the floor, and he's like, oh, pencil. Yeah, there you go. He's like, I dropped my pencil on the floor. Why don't you pick it up for me?
Be a good girl.
There you go.
Pick it up for me.
So it cuts to the what do you call it, secretary calling him. And she's like, hey, your wife's on the phone. And Lipshits is like, it's real zoomed in on his mouth. So you see all his little teeth and this cigar in his mouth. And he's like, tell her I'm in a meeting. And then she's like, hey, is that Rena chick still in there? And he's like, yeah. She's like, she's putting in some work or something. And then you just get a long shot of him sitting at his desk.
Hard at work.
She's hard at work. There you go. And
I remember that.
And it's a long shot of her, like, with her legs just sticking out from under the table. So she's giving him some BJ, some jawbone. She's topping them off. She's swallowing the babies. She's taking... Oh, sorry. All right. This movie takes your mind to weird places.
Yes, it does. His mind had to be in a weird place to write this shit. I wonder if he was on LSD.
Maybe some fucking... I don't know. I'm not going to say nothing about this man. So he'd be like, those motherfuckers told me I was on drugs. I'm suing them.
Right.
Crack. All right.
Ecstasy.
So all right, it cut after she done, jawboning him up. It cuts to her at the house watching TV. There's an ad for some kind of mood ring or something. Because the boyfriend's like, oh, this TV is so stupid. Why don't you just meditate? Those TVs just ruin your mind. And the joke here is that he looks at the TV for like 2 seconds. And he's like, yo, I need that ring. That ring is the shit. I need to get the number. Find me a pen. So ha 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 ha.
That was, yeah.
So she ignores the fuck out of him, puts in like her little rock and roll tape, and she has like her little rock and roll fantasy because she wants to be a rock star.
Mm-hmm.
And she's like, I'm not joking, she's like singing into a vibrator. Or
Literally.
a vibrator or a toy, whatever. I don't know what the fuck it was.
A white
dildo. Thank you. That's the word I was looking for, a dildo. Thank you.
What's the difference between a vibrator and a dildo?
One shakes and one is hand operated.
I thought they, but they... Okay. Oh.
I never in a million years thought that this would be a question I would get asked on this show.
Right. Oh my gosh. Okay. She's a rock star. She rocks out.
So yeah, and then while she's rocking out, the vacuum cleaner just sucks up all the rest of the aphrodisiac powder or tea, whatever. It's all of it is gone now. Mm-hmm. So you know it's fucking raging. It's like taking like 4 or 5 Viagras, I guess. So that attachment is really extending right now.
He's raging.
Raging hard on out there. So and then again, I will preface this every time. I'm not joking. The vacuum leaves the house, knocks on Rena's door.
Yeah.
She answers it, and of course, like anybody else would be freak out because it's like it's a vacuum cleaner at my door. Like who pulling a prank on me? Mm-hmm. You shit kids, what are y'all doing out here? But it wasn't the shit kids this time. The vacuum goes into the house and chases her around.
Yes.
I don't know what happened to the boyfriend at this point.
She told him leave. I was about to say.
She kicked him out. Thank you.
She kicked him out, so the boyfriend isn't there.
Okay, good writing, I guess, there, movie. So, she gets chased around. It's vacuuming her clothes off. You know, her stockings come off. Her panties come off. She gets to the steps, but then I think she gets wrapped up by the cords like
lassoed.
And she gets lassoed. Mm-hmm. Yeah, she gets fucked on the steps. By the vacuum cleaner, in between her legs, attachment popping off. And something else comes of this scene that we'll get into later, but just the most absurd thing more absurd than getting fucked by a vacuum cleaner. Something more absurd than that happens later in the movie. I'm not gonna say it. I'm not gonna spoil it.
Just they should know now.
They should know. They should know.
What type of movie this is.
Y'all should know what the fuck is about to happen.
What happens?
Just imagine. I'll give you a second to think about it. Just this. Okay, there's your moment.
Okay. Next scene.
Rena goes to the cops. She goes to fake Casablanca man. Tells him what happens. And another quote I had to write down. He says, "Put out an APB for a vacuum cleaner."
Yeah. That was, yeah. Oh.
And then the other detective is like, "You really think she could have got raped by a vacuum cleaner?" And he's like, Casablanca cop is like, "Well, we did see that she had dust particles in her pubic hair." Ew.
Yeah. Yeah.
Dust ass. I'm sorry.
Yeah. Wasn't her fault. It wasn't her fault.
So no joke. No joke. Again, no joke. The vacuum cleaner is walking the streets or rolling in the street, hiding from cops.
By himself.
Peeking around corners and shit. It's hiding from the cops. And interspersed into the scene for no fucking reason. It shows the vacuum cleaner go inside a building, go into the men's bathroom. Oh, and this is how you find out the vacuum cleaner is a guy.
Yeah.
It goes into the men's bathroom. It takes a shit, y'all.
Literally.
The vacuum cleaner takes a shit and farts and everything. It shits. It flushes the toilet and it leaves.
Boom. I don't understand. Oh, is in between this part where they had the cutscenes of the lineup?
That's right after this scene.
Okay. I'm in the right direction.
As PJ was saying, there's a police lineup with vacuum cleaners.
Yes.
Casablanca cop is asking Rena to pick a vacuum out of a lineup. And there's multiple shots of the lineup. But see, the vacuum cleaners stay the same. They just move them around in different places, thinking that we wouldn't notice that they're using the same vacuum cleaners and moving them around.
The same 5 vacuums, 5 different shots, 5 different orders. Same vacuum.
But see, here's the problem in talking about this movie lightweight is that it's supposed to be a comedy, I guess. Was that the joke that it was the same vacuum cleaners there, or did they just fuck up? That's the question.
They fucked up.
I want to believe they fucked up. That's actually funnier than if it was done on purpose. We talked before about Sharknado and shit, how the movies aren't as funny when they're purposely fucked up.
Yeah.
I don't think, even though this movie is labeled a comedy, and in the beginning it says for this person because they love to laugh. This movie's supposed to be funny, but
I didn't
some of this
get
shit,
the humor.
Some of this shit was not intentional. Some of this is just bad and low budget filmmaking.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm not sure what that scene was. Whatever the fuck you want it to be, I guess.
And the next scene.
So after that, they show the bum. He's at a fucking he's on a bridge and there's like railroad tracks under him, and he has a rose. He throws the rose down for the vacuum cleaner.
Oh, yeah.
And he's about to jump off and commit suicide, but the vacuum cleaner, pops up and he sees it. And he's like, "Oh, Dusty!" And then they do like the romantic movie thing where they like running towards each other with the slow mo and the music playing, and and it was the funniest thing is PJ even asked me, "How the hell did he do that?" But somebody off screen threw the vacuum cleaner at the fucking bum. So it looked like it jumped at him. But you could just tell it just looked like somebody just flung a fucking vacuum cleaner from off screen. And they're all hugging and shit. And it goes into like a love montage.
Yeah.
Where it shows them kissing and hugging. And eventually they get fucking married. And he's holding and pushing the vacuum cleaner around with like I don't know what those things are called. Like the little white covering veil, thank you. It's running around with a veil over it since they're married. And it cuts to them going to a motel, and then of course it cuts to him playing with the doorknob, putting up the little sign that says "Do not disturb" because he's about to go fuck the vacuum cleaner again.
Oh my god!
But thankfully they didn't show that sex scene.
Yeah. Yep.
Oh, and if you didn't get what we were talking about in the scene where after it had sex arena, like the absurd shit that was supposed to happen. If you didn't figure it out by now, I'll just go ahead and tell you because it's the next scene. But she got fucking pregnant by the vacuum cleaner.
There you go. Okay. Okay. All right, so we're in the court right now?
No, we're not. We're at her house because this is where she tells the boyfriend that she's pregnant.
Oh, yeah.
And he's like, "Oh, but we ain't fucked in 4 months." And she's like, "Duh, it had to be the vacuum cleaner." And he's like, "What? You're fucking crazy. You're full of shit." So she kicks him out all pissed off. And that's that scene.
That's that.
But then we get back to the puppets because then it cuts to another planet, I guess the alien planet, and they're getting reprimanded by the head alien because of the shit they did. Mm-hmm. And the one alien's in trouble for pissing in the bottle and the bum drinking it. So they're like whipping this motherfucker.
Literally.
They're like, they're showing his back getting all whipped up and shit.
I kind of took offense to that. But I didn't. Like, it's just aliens.
I don't care enough to take offense to it, honest to God. And so he sends the other two aliens back. He's like, "Yo, y'all gotta fix this problem that y'all made." So he sends the guy, Captain Alien, and the girl alien back to Earth. And then you want to talk about scenes that have no purpose?
Yeah.
Absolutely none at all.
None.
The Simon ship comes down with the aliens in it. The girl alien gets off. And, I'm sorry, it landed back where the bum was at. The bum is laying there with the vacuum cleaner at the same spot as the beginning of the movie. The ship comes, the girl alien gets out, and she's like flirting with the bum for some reason. And the bum starts licking and sucking on her little alien puppet titties.
Yeah.
And then the vacuum cleaner sees it and gets mad and starts like hitting him with the handle of the vacuum cleaner. And then it just cuts.
That's it.
Nothing comes of that scene. I swear, I don't remember anything else happening because of that. That shit was just there for comedy or for no reason. I'll let y'all be the judge. Well, they just go. The bum goes back to the shrink. The shrink is like, "Look, I'm tired of your shit, man. If you don't start cooperating with me and stop lying to me, I'm gonna give you a lobotomy. Because you ain't fucking no vacuum cleaner. You full of shit." So that happens. But then it cuts to the detectives, Casablanca cop and his partner. They go to the bum and they're like, "Hey, you need to come downtown with us." And the bum is like, "Fuck you!" and runs off. So Casablanca cop chases the bum, and the other cop is like all pissed off because he's like, "Man, I gotta deal with this vacuum cleaner." He throws it in the back seat, but the vacuum cleaner jumps out and is like rolling away, and so he's like literally fighting with the vacuum cleaner. And then the bum and the Casablanca cop are they're like running up the street, and then the bum runs into a guy with a cart, so he takes the cart. And you know how little kids, when you go to the store, they used to they put their feet up on the bottom of the cart and they like push themselves forward and shit. You ever do that as a kid?
I did.
The bum is doing that. So instead of having a car chase, they got a cart chase. Because eventually Casablanca cop steals him a cart. And so they're like just rolling up the street chasing each other. Yeah. And then to make it even worse, or more absurd, the fucking cop rolls past a yard sale that has a police siren just right there on the table. So he snatches that. I don't know what the fuck he plugs it into, but it starts going off and the light comes on. So he has a fucking cart with a police light on top of it, chasing a bum. They're both rolling down the street, hanging onto these carts, looking like complete jackasses, I'm sure, in real life. But eventually the bum runs into a pole. He crashes his cart and he gets arrested or caught, whatever.
Whatever.
But then you cut back to the partner, and the partner's getting his ass beat by this vacuum cleaner.
Yeah.
Running from it. The vacuum cleaner knocks him out somehow, and he lands on the railroad tracks, and he gets ran over by a fucking train.
Yeah.
And then it's a weird scene because it did seem out of place in this goofy wannabe comedy movie, but it cuts to the cop's head just laying in the middle of the train tracks. The body's gone. It's just the head chopped off, decapitated with like a little bit of piece of the back hanging onto it. And it's this weird shot like it would be out in a horror movie. Because it has like voice of the Casablanca cop is talking over about death and everything. And then the shot is like, it's real ominous looking.
Yes.
And it's like in a horror movie, that shot may have actually been kind of cool.
Yeah.
But here it's just like, what the fuck?
Random.
WTF counter.
Yeah, at least 2 got thrown on for that one.
Okay, we're on the last page of notes. We almost there, P. We almost there.
I sorry he's been talking for the past 10 minutes. You know, I just don't remember any of this shit. But I just watched it. I just can't.
That's what the notes are for, buddy.
Yes.
I got you. So then he cut back to the police station. The Casablanca cop is like holding up a picture, talking about how much he loves his wife, and you know, seeing death made me realize how much I love my wife or my woman, my lady. And he's talking about I love having a wife that's there for me when I get home from work, cooking and with her apron on, making me dinner and all smiling. And then I just want y'all to guess. Because you'll never figure out the answer. You'll never guess what the fuck is on this picture. And yes, I said what? I didn't say who. I said what? Because you would think it's a little, I thought it might have been like a super ugly chick. Or maybe, I don't know, maybe a guy. Because then, back in the 80s, haha, gay joke or something.
But let's throw out some hints.
But
one.
Oh, you want to throw out hints? Okay. Go ahead. I'm not doing it.
Let's see. It is an animal.
There you go. Problem number 1.
It has white, curly, woolly hair.
Do 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 do.
They say bad.
It's a fucking sheep. It's a fucking sheep. Why is it a fucking sheep? I don't know. Funny? Comedy? Did you laugh, motherfucker? Did you like that shit? Did you like that his wife's a fucking sheep? Did you like that he's lying about it cooking him fucking dinner? What was the point of this scene? Why was it added? Because sheeps are funny. Bye. 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 Fuck.
Comedic genius? Or greatest fuck up of all time.
I'm fucking sweating, PJ.
Are you irritated?
Maybe it's because we turned the fans off and it's hot. Maybe because I'm losing my mind. Brain cells are gone. I'm buying like a fucking sheep on our radio show.
Bet you never thought that either.
Today is a lot of things happening that I never thought that would happen. Things I thought I would say, talk about, experience, see.
First. Yeah.
All right, let me calm down. I'm sorry.
Okay.
I apologize for that.
Oh, it's okay. It's okay.
I just blew the audio all the way fuck out probably. Thank you, Mario, over at the Superior Complex for that Levelator program, because I would be so mad having to sound edit that shit I just did, and I don't have to now because of that program. Thank you, and thank you to whoever made that program.
You're genius.
All right, but back like as PJ says, back to our regular scheduled programming.
Yes. Are we at the court yet? No.
I was gonna say we could skip some, but there's one scene before the court scene. We could skip everything else, but this scene I'll talk about.
Okay.
Rena goes to visit old boy in jail, and she's trying to talk to him about getting him out, and he confesses to being like, all those times, the car didn't start because I fucked it up on purpose because I wanted to talk to you, and I was constantly jacking off to you through my window at the house. And he thought she was going to be mad or upset, but then she smiles and she's like, good, I like that. And when you get out of here, you won't have to do it from your window. You'll have a front row seat.
Yeah.
And that's how she said it, I'm just saying.
Is that weird? Is that...
Oh, no, because, there's people that are turned on by voyeurism, I guess. I'm sure there's porno sites about that. I haven't been on any of them. Court scene.
Yep.
Yeah. So there's the court scene. They got the bum. It's the murder trial for old boy's wife. They're trying to throw him up the river for that shit. Mm-hmm. The bum is testifying, saying all kind of crazy shit that is true about this vacuum cleaner. But who would believe that shit?
Yeah.
And so You know, things go back and forth in court. Nobody believes him. The fucking defense attorney and the prosecutor are making fucking jokes. And one does what I think is supposed to be a fucking Jerry Lewis impression. I'm not sure that's what it sounded like. But eventually... No, I'm just not, fuck it. I'm skipping all this shit. Fuck this whole court scene. Court shit happens.
Yes.
And eventually, Rena's on the court. She gets harassed to the point where she, you know, her water breaks. And then... something else I never thought I'd talk about. She gives birth right there on the spot, right there in the courtroom floor.
And what type of baby was born?
Well, for one, it was a fucking Cabbage Patch doll.
Oh.
That had a slip-on cover that was supposed to look like a dust buster.
Yes.
So the baby, it was a dust buster human baby hybrid.
And what did they call those? Vacuumnoids? Is that...
Oh fuck! I don't remember anymore.
They gave it a name.
Vacuusapien.
Vacuusapien. Wow.
So
wow.
That happens. Then the bum is in the court. He snatches the baby up and he's like, you know, this is whatever. This is my kid now.
Baby, yeah.
And you know, of course, Rena's like, oh, you know, he's stealing my baby. Stop him. But he's got a gun, so nobody's really fucking with him. And then the ex-boyfriend, the yogi, the new age guy, he's sitting back there with the little ring that he bought off a TV from that scene we told you about. And I forget what exactly kind of ring it was, but like it was flashing and making noise because his heartbeat was going higher or something. And so he's like, yo, the bum is like, stop that noise. What is that noise? So he turns around and he fucking chops homeboy up. Like he blows his fucking chest out. But then, of course, there's a shot with the squib. The squib explodes, but then when it cuts back to him, there is no hole. There's no blood anywhere.
Yeah.
Fuck.
Yeah. Comedic genius?
Or bullshit. You decide.
Ooh.
So the bum, he runs away with the baby. He eventually swoops the vacuum cleaner as he's running away. They hold up in a house. And then what may be... And this is saying something. And what may be one of the most confusing fucking things that I've seen in this movie. The cops are, you know, he's holed up in the house. The cops are all there. And Casablanca cop shoots the bum in the fucking head.
Here you go.
He does not die. There's no bullet hole. There's barely even a scar. The bullet bounced off this motherfucker's forehead. So,
how, Sway?
So the vacuum cleaner goes outside, I guess, to protect the bum. The man that it loves gets chopped up. Bonnie and Clyde. Bonnie and Clyde. Why am I comparing? I'm sorry for comparing that shit. Just it gets chopped up. I'm sorry. It gets shot.
Long story short.
I'm not comparing it to that movie. It gets shot. It gets lit the fuck up. It's dying. The bum runs out there and holds onto it while it's dying. So I'm like, oh, it never meant to hurt anybody. It was just doing what it was programmed to do. And then as this is happening, the 2001 Space Odyssey music plays again. The Ric Flair music plays again. And, okay, you ain't never seen 2001 Space Odyssey. At the end of that movie, a space baby is born. A little baby is inside a bubble. It gets, you know, it's in space floating around. In this movie, the music plays and the baby, the dustbuster baby, the vacuusapien, is like slowly gliding up into the air with the music playing like it's some kind of, you know, spectacle.
Yes.
Some new shit popping off. It goes back into space. I guess the aliens must have tractor beamed it or something. Chief O'Brien teleported it to Deep Space Nine or something. I don't know. So for some reason, the bum doesn't get in trouble for killing that guy. I guess nobody liked him. So he's walking along the beach with the vacuum cleaner while Casablanca cop has like a little speech at the end talking about all kind of dumb shit that I don't even remember no more.
Yeah.
And eventually, I guess here's more comedy for you. After walking along the beach, crying with it, laying with it, having it die in his arms, after the vacuum cleaner fully dies, he just fucking flings it off the side of a fucking like ledge into a pile of trash into the train tracks and walks off. And then the movie ends.
That's the movie.
Or so we thought. Because then it cuts to, you know how the 80s movies would always end. It would have a freeze frame or the video of each character, and it would say like what happened to him after the movie. Yeah. So it shows Rena, and then it shows like she started her rock band, and it said her album went like triple platinum or some lying bullshit.
Doubted.
And then Tom got $1 million or something like that for writing a tell-all book about what happened
in his experience,
first-hand experience. Yep. And then it shows the bum laying on the ground, and then it just says whatever the bum's name finally killed himself. And then another slightly ominous horror movie shot. The movie ends with I don't think it had any soundtrack playing. It was just the wind going, and the bum is just laying there for it had to be a whole 10-20 seconds. You just staring at this bum fucking dead on the ground.
With that shot, that aerial shot.
Yeah, just an aerial shot looking down at him with his legs, almost like he's making a fucking snow angel on the ground, but he's dead. And it just holds that for a second, and then it ends.
And that is the movie.
How in the fuck does my recorder on the computer say we've been talking about this for 1 hour and 2 minutes?
Get the fuck.
How did we talk about this movie that long? Okay, you know what? Because I want to know. I want to fucking know. I've been wanting to know this since we watched this movie. What the hell do you rate this movie? Tell me, please.
Because there is no rating for this movie. I feel like this is just a movie that should have never existed at all. I guess it gets a 0. If there's a way to...
Whoa.
Is there a 0 possible?
0 counts.
0 counts. Okay.
Ain't no definitive shit in here, but whatever you want to give it.
We're going 0.
You can get a negative. I don't give a fuck.
Negative.
Oh shit! I'm just playing. All right, now the negatives.
No, we're 0. We're at 0. Everything about this movie, I think, is there's a reason Mystery Science Theater denied this movie.
One of only 3 movies to ever get denied by MST3K, man.
How long is their span?
They were on from 89 to 99 for the main season, but then they had the local show. I think it was on in 88. But I mean, the main show was on from 10 years, and it's back on Netflix now.
See,
go watch it. And only one of only 3 movies to get denied, man.
There you go.
And they watched the worst shit.
I can't. Words
so
can't
I'm taking it. This is 2 thumbs down as well.
Definitely
right?
2 thumbs. Break my thumbs and send them shits in the ground.
God.
Yeah.
Damn, bro.
I don't know what else to say. This movie just leaves me in such a awe state in mind that it's gonna take a minute for me to unsee what I have seen, what I have witnessed, what I could have watched, but instead chose to embark on this journey of cult movies.
This movie is 1 hour and 23 minutes too.
Yeah. I mean, it didn't seem like 1 hour and 23 minutes. At times, maybe.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, there were certain parts that kind of piqued my interest.
All right, we're rambling now, bro.
yeah, I have nothing to say. What would you rate this movie?
I'm going to confuse a lot of people right now. Probably you too as well, with you giving it a 0. I didn't hate this movie as much as it may sound. It just confused the shit out of me and just made me think about shit that I normally don't think about. But in terms of a cult movie, this is a definite, if you look it up, cult movies in the dictionary, this is the type of shit that should be on there. This is cult classic shit. This is late night movie. This is old school Cinemax and HBO or USA up all night type shit right here.
Yeah.
And I'm sure it played on there.
Had to.
See, the thing is, it's entertaining though to me, just because of how fucking dumb it is. This is the type of thing, something like the fucking Star Wars holiday special. We gonna watch that one day. You don't know what I'm talking about yet.
I sure don't.
But it's like something you inflict upon people, something that you expose people to. It's not really a movie that you watch on your own at home.
Yes.
This is the type of movie that you have to watch with other people. You have to experience it with a group. If there was ever somewhere at a movie theater or somewhere and they just had played this on a big screen and there's a big crowd there, that could be enjoyable because this shit is just outrageous as fuck. Mm-hmm. Crazy. You'll never see another movie like it. Mm-hmm. So I can't give it a 0 like you, because I could. There's fun to be had with this movie. Where else will you see a vacuum cleaner butt fucking somebody? You won't see it nowhere. It's fucking insane. It's just you had to be out your mind to make it right and direct this, all that. You had to be crazy. You had to be on high on something,
Ecstasy,
something.
Cocaine.
Something.
Weed.
Something.
Molly.
Something.
Lean.
Something.
Heroin.
something. So, I mean, I ain't gonna beat around the bush no more. If I'm gonna give this a score, okay, I'm gonna give 2 scores because I can't really give it 1.
Okay.
Personally, watching it on TV, a 1. I give it a 1.
Okay.
It's lower than Manos. I could sit and watch Manos by myself and laugh at it because of Mystery Science Theater. That movie would get a 1 if it wasn't for that show. This is about on that same level of almost unwatchability for me. It's not a 0 because there's creative shit here. That's dumb. It's dumb as fuck.
There is.
So that, but if you're watching this with a group of people, like me watching it with PJ was fun just because I'm just like, we just both like, what
the fuck, yeah.
But if you had a group of people, I give it like a 5. Something like that, just because it'd be fun to just inflict upon people. I had my mom watch this with me years ago. All this shit that I've talked about in this review, I watched this shit with my mom. And if you're listening, hi mom.
Hi.
Wonder if you remember this movie.
Hey, what do you think her rating is on this?
I don't know. I'll ask her and I'll put it on Twitter.
Okay.
Keep watch for that. Yeah, just watching it with other people can be fun. But like I said, if you ever just want to see this sit by yourself and watch it, don't do it.
Don't do it.
Watch it with some like-minded people. You can't watch it with somebody that's super film snobby either, because that's no fun.
Please.
Oh, that's for a doctor. Because like I said, we might have talked bad about it, but we still have. At least I have fun watching it.
Oh yes, I did have fun commentating on it.
Yeah, they're doing this shit,
but it's still got a 0.
It's still 0 for him.
Well, let me see. Because I wanna save room for like the shittiest of. Let me just
okay.
Say,
I will define it like this. Was this worse than Manos for you?
Yes.
So it's a fucking 0 then.
Yes. Okay. So from now on, I guess Manos is just
second worst.
If it's worse than Manos, if you don't know, go back and listen to the Manos. But from now on, if I say it's worse than Manos, that says it right there.
This is the new bar. It has to be worse than Oversexed Rugsuckers now.
Yes, this is the new bar. Say the title one more time.
Oversexed Rugsuckers from Mars.
Okay.
But like I said, fun movie to watch if you're with a bunch of like-minded people. Not as much fun by yourself. At least in my opinion. For me by myself, it gets a 1. With me, P, maybe a couple other people that like this type of shit, 5, maybe even 6, depending on the group you got. So it can alternate between that.
So I guess I would do a 0 and a 4.
Okay, there you go. See, mine is 1 and 5 and 0 and 4.
Yeah. Oh, what number did we hit on the what the fuck counter?
Oh yeah, we had a what the fuck counter and we hit 37.
Jeez.
37? That's right. Yeah. 37 what the fuck moments. I thought it would be way more, but after a certain point, you kind of get numb.
Yeah.
You're numb to this shit. You're just watching it with like just a froze look of shock, disbelief, and sometimes horror on your face. It's the shit that you're being, forced to watch.
Yes, confusion.
But you know what makes it worth it?
What makes it?
All those lovely people out there downloading the show and listening to it and having fun hearing us be in pain.
This is a part of our hustle.
The home video hustle?
I believe so.
Hey, I know those guys.
All right.
And if you would like to follow the hustle, the home video hustle that is, the main site to really get into contact with us is on Twitter, and that we are at HVH Podcast, capital H, capital V, capital H, capital P, lowercase I-cast. And you can also find us on Facebook. And the new thing we got a YouTube page.
Shit.
We're on YouTube now.
Yeah.
Ain't much on there yet. But we're on YouTube.
Yes.
And you can subscribe to us to see shit in the future. We are HVH Tube, or you can just type in Home Video Hustle, I'm sure. Mm-hmm. We had the video that we posted back after the Equilibrium first episode. That video is on there. So we have something there if you want to see that and what we look like in that bad camera shot that I had on this cheap-ass phone camera I got.
It's okay.
But beside the point, we have a YouTube page. And through Podbean now, last time I looked, for some reason, it still hadn't uploaded. Maybe by the time y'all hear this, it'll be up there. Mm-hmm. But you should be able to listen to all the podcasts on there from now on, too. So if you're somebody that don't want to download Podbean or iTunes or Podcast Addict or CastBox or any of that's right, iTunes or any of the other places that you download podcasts from, you can listen to us on YouTube. Mm-hmm. So ain't no reason for you to not listen.
There you go.
Unless you just don't like us.
In that case,
fuck y'all. Nah.
Oh, good times.
Yeah.
Do you have a movie for next week?
Next week I'm debating about starting a new side. No, it's not a side episode, but it's a different type of episode I want to start.
Okay.
Oh, and you have to if you're listening to this, it should be out by now. I was a guest on the Superiority Complex podcast. Yeah, I know I talk about them a lot, and they threw me on that podcast. I'm just saying you should listen to them though, for real. I talk about them all the time. They cool, man. Go peep they shit out.
Definitely.
At Soup Podcast, SOUP. Nope, I fucked up their name, P. I'm so sorry for that. It's at Soup Complex, SOUP Complex on Twitter, and the name of the show is Superiority Complex. Sorry I fucked y'all name up. I mean, that check's still in the mail though, right? I mean, I'm still getting that money, right? Like, I'm talking about y'all, and I'm sorry, I'm just fucking with y'all. They ain't paying me for that. Come on now. What?
One day.
But seriously, I was on their show. It should be. We're recording this weird. This is coming out next week. To fucking click on there. It's one of those episodes. I'll link it on Twitter.
Long story short.
And I talked on there and it was fun. So check that out. And we talked on there about you, PJ, because PJ didn't get to get on there because he was busy that day.
Yeah.
But you were there in spirit. Always, I got your back everywhere.
Yes.
And they asked me, and other people have asked me, why haven't you seen anything before? Why are you so deprived of movie watching outside of the shit that we watch? Like growing up, when I first met you, me and P met back in high school in 9th grade.
Yes.
And when I met him, he didn't know shit about movies.
About anything.
I wasn't gonna do you like that. Now I'll try to be cool, but
well, I can say it because it's me.
And I'll say it now that you said it. Yeah, he ain't no shit. I taught him everything he know. And that's just because I can say so much, but I don't know the real reason. You know the real reason. So please tell everybody so they know why the fuck have you not seen anything.
Okay, long story short, I grew up in a very strict household. I was allowed to do stuff. But then, I wasn't allowed to do stuff. So, R-rated movies, that's a negative. Anything. The first time I ever played a shoot-'em-up game was Splinter Cell with this man. And I had to convince my mom.
That was really the first time?
That was the first time.
Oh, shit.
Or Grand Theft Auto. I played Grand Theft Auto, but you got me hit the grand. But that's the first game I ever wound up purchasing. And it took me the whole month of December in order for me to get my mom to get me Splinter Cell Double Agents. I was 16 at the time. So just imagine, like it's a... I mean, I don't know how to describe it. Just imagine, a very sheltered child who wasn't experienced and didn't have the opportunities in order to see or play or listen or anything else or live But yes, that is why I haven't seen anything. Some things is just me, like Star Wars, that's just not my alley, so I've never seen it. But other things and other music, whatever you want to say, that's just me being sheltered, I guess. But since I have met this great guy right here, my mind and everything else has been expounded upon greatly. I have seen the promised land and been back.
Oh, no.
I'm kidding. It's a joke.
Oh, but see, this is something from high school. In high school, people used to always tell me I was a bad influence on PJ all the time. Anytime he did something bad, it's because you hanging out with old school or Brent. And I was just like, what? The fuck are y'all talking about? He more fun now. What are y'all doing?
Yeah, you right, G? All right.
But yeah, there you go. So that's the explanation. It's pretty much what I told everybody, but I just wanted you to tell them so that they would just know from your mouth to their ears.
Now you know.
And on my end, I've been watching shit forever, man. My mom and dad was cool. My dad was a little bit more strict, but mom would be watching this shit with me, man. Yeah, like I said, she watched this movie with me, so I mean, hey, man. Right. Playing Mortal Kombat back in the day, ripping heads off as a kid. Yay!
That's funny. I was allowed to play Mortal Kombat somehow.
What?
That was, probably because it was cartoon violence, like it's Mortal Kombat, Tekken.
Splinter Cell. I guess I get it. You sneaking around, you shooting people in the head, possibly. Mortal Kombat, you ripping hearts out. You punching motherfuckers in the dick.
But who really knows the fatalities like that?
That's true. You can just tell your mom, I'm not doing a fatality. I'm just fighting. I'm just like Street Fighter. Man. You can't kill people in Street Fighter. You just fight. Yeah. And then she walk out the room, you just ripping motherfuckers' heads off.
Finish him.
What do you mean finish him? That's too violent? All right, me quit fucking with you. But speaking on Star Wars,
Uh-oh.
That's the thing I'm talking about, buddy.
Ah.
You're not that into it, but guess what? Guess who's about to get into that shit?
Shit.
Every month, there's going to be one episode from now on every month that's going to feature a movie that PJ has never seen, that all of you guys probably have seen multiple times, dozens of times, probably even hundreds of times.
Yes.
He's not seen it once. And we're going to start this shit off right.
Okay.
He mentioned Star Wars, so the next episode of the Home Video Hustle Cast, even though we deal in cult movies, we're going to wake him up. We're going to get him into the mainstream movies as well every now and again. This month's mainstream PJ's Never Seen episode will be Star Wars, the original Star Wars from 1977.
Okay.
I guess it'll be the fucking special edition since it's hard to find an original version anymore. I'll tell you more about that shit next week, because you probably don't know what I mean by that. But if you want to hear an outsider view on Star Wars,
this should be good.
And a huge fan of Star Wars opinion on Star Wars, like no joke, I'm not bullshitting. In elementary school, there was a thing where they were like, "Hey, you guys can take pictures with your favorite things." People brought in basketballs. People brought in footballs.
I brought in skateboards.
He brought in skateboards. I brought in my Star Wars sticker book. There is a picture of your host here, Brent, in elementary school, smiling his motherfucking ass off with a Star Wars sticker book. That was my favorite thing growing up. So that's my opinion on Star Wars, and his is that he's never seen it. So we'll see how this goes. And so there's now 7 Star Wars movies, 8 if you count Rogue One, 9 if you count the fucking cartoon movie that came out. I don't know if we're watching that one. I've never even seen that one.
Okay.
But for sure, this month is the original Star Wars. Next month is The Empire Strikes Back.
Seen it.
Really?
Yes.
We won't see it again.
Okay.
The month after that, Return of the Jedi. And then for those next 3 months, 1 month, episode 1, 1 month, episode 2, 1 month, episode 3. Then we'll get into episode 7, the one that came out a couple years ago.
Okay.
Then we'll get Rogue One, the one that came out last year. And then there's one
with the nigga.
Oh my God.
Sorry.
Oh my God, damn it,
Who's
Pete.
the one with the black?
All these years, we progressed. All these years, we progressed. Damn. And when it comes down to Star Wars, he asked me which one is the one with the nigga.
Who is the one with the black leading role?
Thank you, Salim. Thank you.
Yes.
I almost had to kill you just now. And I love you, my brother, but I almost had to kill you for that just now.
Hey.
Progression. And that is, yes, episode 7 and episode 8 that comes out this year.
Okay.
So now to be a special episode. If we can do this, I don't know how many months it is until then. We might be able to get them all done by then. Mm-hmm. I don't even know what month. What month is this? June?
June.
Thank you. Or whenever this comes out now, I don't know. But if we finish all this up before episode 8, leaves theaters, we'll do episode 8 while it's in theaters live on this podcast. And if you think it's bad for us to talk about a show after a movie we just watched, imagine us going to the movie theater, watching the movie, and coming back hours later when we really don't know what the fuck we're talking about. And I'm not taking notes either. I hate writing in the dark.
We should just bring this. All right, we should bring this in the car and just on the way back.
No, fuck that.
Fuck it. Okay.
Fuck it, we'll do it live. To quote Bill O'Reilly. Fuck him. I'm sorry. But yeah, stay tuned, because the next episode is Star Wars, and then every month from now on, there'll be a new Star Wars movie mixed in there, in between the cult shit that we do.
Yes.
And after Star Wars, I'll go ahead and announce this too, just to let everybody know we ain't gonna get off our usual shit. After next week's Star Wars, and next week after that, we're watching Death Wish 3. One of possibly the best cult movies that I know of anyway. A lot of fun. I love that movie. And that's an Uncle Michael request. Shout out to Uncle Michael as usual.
Thanks, Uncle Mike.
He's been wanting us to do that for a while. So after Star Wars, we're going to get that. And then after Star Wars and Death Wish 3, we'll figure it out.
There it goes.
So, this is a long-ass show. This
might break...
Oversexed Rugsuckers from Mars is our longest fucking episode. We didn't even really go off onto a lot of tangents until now at the end.
Yeah.
Even then, we was over an hour talking about a fucking killer and raping vacuum movie.
Right.
What are we doing with our lives, P?
What are we doing?
We gotta end it before it gets any longer. We gotta end it. We gotta end it. Follow us on Twitter
Yes.
Follow us on Facebook. Follow us on YouTube. Follow us on Podbean. Listen to the show. Leave us reviews on iTunes. It's 5 stars. It helps us out. We show love back to you. If you're another podcast, we show love to you by putting out good shows as best we can.
Yes.
We love y'all.
Thank
you. Hope y'all love us. Thank you. For the Home Video Hustle Cast.
Yes.
I'm Brent.
This is PJ. And this is the Home Video Hustle.
And this is the slow death of your hosts because of this movie.
Really the longest one. That's amazing.
Star Wars, man.
Fuck.
I hope you like Star Wars, P, because
we should. Star Wars is long, isn't it?
Star Wars is over 2 hours long, but
Fuck.
we're not ending the show yet. We still haven't ended the show, P. We're still talking.
Damn, I thought you hit the shit. Ha.
Yeah, we still live, bro. It's Mike. The mic is hot as fuck. It's burning. It's like lava. It's fire.
Whoo, fire.
Okay, before we look, what's your prediction on Star Wars? How much? If you got to give it a pre-rating, just based on what you know on Star Wars and what you like, what would you give Star Wars? How much do you think you're gonna like it?
I might give it a 6, 7.
Oh my God, he about to get burned on Twitter. He about to get blazed on Twitter. He was gonna get the original Star Wars at fucking 6.
I don't know. I haven't. All I know is
That's the saving grace. I guess you don't know yet.
I don't know.
There's a
6
huge
or 7.
fan base that might be listening that we're going to fuck you up.
I did not mean to offend anyone if I did.
Well, it'll only be offensive if you watch it and then give it a 6. Then you're gonna die, and I can't save you from that onslaught.
Damn.
I'm gonna just have to walk away like, he fucked up.
I don't know. Like, I don't know much about it. I've seen the one, but I've seen it in bits and pieces. So I've never sat down to see.
I'll tell you what, man. You'll find out.
Okay.
You'll find out next week.
Okay.
We're gonna watch Star Wars, y'all.
Yes, we are. Stay tuned.
Stay tuned. Please don't let this episode kill your enthusiasm for the show like it killed our enthusiasm for this episode. The episodes will get better. Maybe you'll like this episode because we're in such pain. People laugh at other people's pain.
Yes, they do.
Ain't that a Kevin Hart stand-up, laugh at my pain?
Laugh at my pain, yep.
Well, you can laugh at ours, and then you can go watch this movie if you want. You probably won't.
Probably not.
Probably not. All right, fuck it, man. We got to go. All right, man, I'm Brent.
This is PJ.
Let's get the fuck out of here,
Damn
man.
right. We still going? We're still on? We're here?
I keep trying to end the show.
We're here?
I keep trying to end it.
Okay.
And PJ won't let me end the show. Right when I was about to hit stop, he started talking.
We're done. It's over.
Oh my God, I'm dying. Where's my fucking drink?